Me collect my log. Restricted to the confines of the collection log, he's in a race against death himself to amass a comprehensive collection of the many treasures that span the world of Gielinor. And with 1,521 unique items, there is plenty to collect for this account. I'm not sure if you can make it to the finish line, but there's only one way to find out. So join us on this journey to take on RuneScape's most substantial grind. Welcome to Collection Locked. Alright, last episode we left off on pest control, and we were supposed to get level 43 prayer through receiving the points we obtained within the minigame for prayer experience. And unfortunately, the combination of the Void Knight dying and my low DPS, it just simply wasn't working out. So I went back to the drawing board and I started brainstorming, like how can I raise my DPS, what weapons do I have access to, what weapons can I have access to, and this is what I came up with, Guardians of the Rift. And now I know you might be asking yourself, what does a rune crafting minigame have to do with DPS? Is this dude stupid or something? And to answer your question, yeah, but also hear me out. When playing Guardians of the Rift minigame, you acquire these points, right? And these points are rewarded after each game that allows you to pull from the Rewards Guardian. There is a 1 in 25 chance for each pull from the Rewards Guardian that I can obtain an item called the Intricate Pouch. Now stay with me here. This Intricate Pouch can give you things like XP lamps, rooms, pure essence, and a whole bunch of other stuff, right? Now, we don't care about that stuff. What we do care about is a 1 in 45 chance for it to give me a Dragon Spear. Now this 1 in 45 chance combined with the 1 in 25 chance for the pouch is a total of 1 in 125 per pull from the Rewards Guardian that I can get the Dragon Spear. And now I know the Dragon Spear, it's no Dragon Scimitar, it's not a fantastic weapon, but for this account at this stage of the game, it is amazing. Listen, the Dragon Spear is a 4-tick weapon, which is already a tick faster than the White Castle War sword that I have right now. Also check the stats out on the screen right now. It's night and day how much better the spear is, it's no competition. The only downside that the spear has is that it's a two-handed weapon, so obtaining and using on the Dragon Defender is probably not in the cards anytime soon. And yes, I already checked, the Castle War sword plus the Dragon Defender is less DPS than just the Dragon Spear. And last but certainly not least, if you look at the slash, stab, and crush bonuses for the Dragon Spear, it's going to help me out a lot for a particular piece of content that I'm going to be doing later on in the video. And I am very excited for this piece of content, so I hope you stick around and watch the video. Now before we go to the Guardians of the Rift, we still have a few tasks left to do before we are able to do that. On screen now there are 2 clips of easy casket openings. I get a sealed plate skirt G and a Zemrock page 3, and in the second clip here I do get a black plate body T. I've been doing some rooftop agility recently, and I managed to get enough marks of graces for my 80th collection lock slot, which are going to be the graceful gloves. And this 80th collection lock slot allows me to buy another item exception, and the item exception I am buying right now is going to be feathers. A singular feather is a requirement for the client of Karen Quest, which does kick us off on this continent in terms of questing, and most importantly, the XP lamps that we are awarded at the very end of the quest. And the 2 experience lamps are 500 each, which means we have a free 1000 experience to dump into any skill that we want, and I'm going to be picking the mining skill to dump 1000 experience in, and that is going to get us level 9 mining. We are also going to be completing the Forsaken Tower, which is going to award us yet another 500 mining experience, which is going to bring us from level 9 mining to level 11 mining. And now that we have level 11 mining, we are now able to mine things because of last episode we did get the black pickaxe, which does have the level 11 mining requirement. And the reason why we did all this questing was because of Guardians of the Rift, which does require you to have a usable pickaxe. And in this case, our usable pickaxe will be the black pickaxe. I'm currently at Canopus trying to finish off my graceful outfit, and I just run into this mime random event which does give us the mime gloves and mime legs, which is going to be another 2 free collection lock slots. After 900 laps on the Canopus rooftops, I do have enough marks of grace to finish off my graceful outfit. And now with the hood, cape, top, and legs and boots, we do have 5 extra collection lock slots, which does bring us to a total of 88. While I was in a rogue's den, I was thinking I might as well just get the rogue's outfit, which does require level 50 thieving in order to do the minigame. So here's level 50 thieving. Now usually you don't really want these rogue kits, but I am going to be using it to get the chisel, and the chisel is going to be my 9th exception that I am buying. Yeah, that took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be like 1, maybe 2 hours, but that took me like 3 or 4. And here is the entire rogue's outfit completed. And as it stands now, we do have 93 collection lock slots. And I do want to show you guys that the rooftop agility is greened. And not only rooftop agility, but also the rogue's den is also greened. I just got the camo helmet from the, whatchamacallit random event, the drill sergeant random event. And right now I am currently doing Enter the Abyss mini quest. Okay, just kidding. I need to finish Room Mysteries first, and then I can do the Enter the Abyss mini quest. Alright, now I can do Enter the Abyss mini quest, and I have now finished the Enter the Abyss mini quest, which does give us level 9 rune crafting. And after finishing Enter the Abyss, I did go to RCS to turn in a few books, to get level 10 runecrafting, and that level 10 runecrafting is a requirement for Temple of the Eye, which is a hard requirement for Guardians of the Rift. So even though I need 10 runecrafting to start the Temple of the Eye quest, they do walk you through how to do Guardians of the Rift inside the quest. And after the little tutorial they make you do through the quest, it does put you at like 20, 21, 22 runecrafting, plus the 5k runecrafting experience from the quest does put you at 27, which means after all of this, I'll be able to finally do Guardians of the Rift. And that is Temple of the Eye completed. We do get level 27 runecrafting and also access to Guardians of the Rift, which also means that this is going to be my home for the foreseeable future. I don't know how many games, how many points I'm going to be needing, but it's going to be a long time before I leave here. After a few games, I did get myself 20 reward points, which means I do have 20 pulls from the Rewards Guardian. I don't know how frequent I'm going to be pulling from the Rewards Guardian, but it probably might be every 20 to 30 rewards points. I don't know, I'll just do it by feel. Right, so it looks like we just got the Abyssal Pearls, which is a collection lock slot and is useful to getting the runecrafting set. But other than that, there's not really a whole lot to write home about. And just for the convenience, I am going to be putting every single reward that I do get in this little tab here, so I don't have to constantly drop every single thing. Also, I do think it'll be nice to see at the very end what I did get through all the hours I did put into this. Wow, I really didn't think I'd get one of those early. I think it's 1 in 300 for any of the dies. I could be wrong, 1 in 400. But it's kind of rare. Oh hey, our first intricate pouch. It's just blood runes. And I didn't really expect to get it in the first pull, but I think for our first 43 pulls, we're doing alright. It's nothing great. I mean, it took 43 pulls to get the first intricate pouch. This is 1 in 25, which is a bit concerning, but maybe our RNG will turn around at some point. 35 pulls from this, and I just got 1 intricate pouch. This better be good. And yeah, it's chaos runes. This is what we have after 100 searches, and it's still the same. I don't know why it doesn't count the intricate pouches, but right now we have 2 intricate pouches, and we're 0 for 2 on the intricate pouches. I think this is our 5th or 6th intricate pouch, and it's no Dragon Spear, but it's a hard clue. Yeah, and it's a hard clue we can't even complete. That's unfortunate. No! It's on the same drop table. It's 1 in 45, but it's also a collection log, so I'll let it pass this time. But if it happens again, I'll be mad. But for now, you're good. It's no collection log slot, but I did get myself level 70 runecrafting. Ooh, okay. Another collection log slot. Catalytic Talisman. Yo, and another Abyssal Blue Die. That's also, I checked it, it's a 1 in 400. So there's actually a chance I could get all 3. Nothing and no. Oh, come on, man. I think that's also 1 in 45. All this dragon, but no Dragon Spear. I would also like to announce that all of this right here, Catalytic Talisman and Blue Die, has pushed us over the 100 collection log slot, as we now have 101 collection log slots. Okay, first and foremost, just ignore the ugly borders. I didn't expect anything from like 3 or 4 pulls, whatever it was, but we did get the Abyssal Needle, so if we ever did get ourselves 85 runecrafting, we can make ourselves the Colossal Pouch. And here's a small little update. After 372 rift searches and 142 rifts closed, takes about like 7 or 8 minutes a game, so I've been here for about, I think that's just a little bit under 20 hours, which sounds about right. 2 more pouches to open, and we get Chaos Runes and... oh. Nice to see you again. Alright, so we have ourselves 3 intricate pouches. I think I'll pull 40 or so, but... Astral Runes. Astral Runes. Hard Clue and some Law Runes. Can I do it? The answer is no, I cannot. Okay, cool. Also, again, 1 in 45. I think we got every single 1 in 45 item on the table besides the Dragon Spear. No Tarnished Locket, no bag, whatever it is, the Lost Bag, no Blood Essence, no Lamps, no nothing. Yippee! 75 runecrafting! Woo! I don't think I recorded me buying any of the runecrafting set, but now's as good as time as any because I bought the whole entire set. That's 4 collection log slots. Oh my god, please get me out, please get me out. I'm done here, I'm done, I'm out. This minigame sucks. The past few days have been absolutely miserable. The amount of times I had to force myself to play this game, it didn't feel fun anymore. It was a chore. Every time I wanted to play this game, I log in and I just see Guardians of the Rift. I had a little music playing in the background, and I'm just like, dude, I just want to log off now. I don't want to play this game anymore. I first started this grind on the 14th, so it's been about a week, plus 35, 40 hours of in-game time. So I basically put in like a full week's worth of work, like a real 9-to-5 job. People out there, they will get like, you know, hundreds or if not thousands of dollars of their paycheck to take home, feed their family and stuff. Me, I got myself a Dragon Spear. I don't know, like a 24-year-old point-and-click Java game. Oh my god, man. Here's the final collection log. 267 rifts closed. As I said, it takes like 7 or 8 minutes, and that's easily 35-40 hours. 740 rift searches, which could have easily been doubled. So I'm actually pretty lucky, and I'm thankful to be out this early. So anyways, I'm gonna go touch grass now, I guess. Here's a little before and after with our gear. We currently have the sword, and now if you look at the attack bonuses, compared to the Dragon Spear, it is night and day. Like I said, it's so much better than what I currently had. And now it is back to pest control to get level 43 prayer. About 2 hours later, I got myself 100 more points, and that will give me 38 prayer, which now means I can activate and use Protect from Magic, which will be very nice. So that's 1 out of the 3 protection prayers left to go. And I would say overall, compared to how it was previously, it is much easier to keep up with this game. Another point dump, another prayer level, and this time it'll be level 40 prayer, which means I can now protect from missiles. That is my final game of pest control completed. I'm on 100 points right on the dot, and I'm going to redeem all these points to be level 43 prayer, which does mean all of my protection prayers will be unlocked. I might come back here pretty shortly for 44 and 45 prayer for the Eagle Eye and Mystic Will. But as for now, I'm kind of done here. As promised, I'm going to be adding up all the money and runes that I've made through Pest Control and Guardians of the Rift, which turns out to be a whopping 4.4 mil. Which, considering the amount of hours I poured into both Pest Control and Guardians of the Rift, not really worth it. But anyways, I'm not going to keep this on this account. I'm going to drop it to my main account just so it's not on this account anymore, because that does defeat the spirit of the account. But yeah, I'm going to do that real quick and then we can continue on forward. Currently, I am heading over to the Stronghold of Security to finish up my Skull Scepter. I already do have the right skull half on my inventory right here, so I just need 3 more pieces, and there's 4 levels of the Stronghold of Security, therefore 4 pieces, 1 per level, so we're going to be doing that real quick. I think it's about 1 in 20, 1 in 25 per monster, and these are all low-level monsters, so this should be pretty quick. Oh, then there's the bottom of the scepter. There's top of the scepter right there. Not a scepter piece, but I got a Mind Mats, which is a collection log slot from the random event. And finally, the left skull half, which I believe I can just put this... Okay, yeah, so I can put all this together right now, but I still have to imbue it. It does come with 10 charges. The charges allow me to teleport to the top of the Stronghold of Security near the Barbarian Village, and this also does give me a nice plus 10 magic bonus, so this could be my first staff. It's no Tumekin Shadow or anything, but it's pretty decent for where we're at right now. And I can also menu swap, so this can be my teleport out. So it's kind of like my Actifile in a way for a quick teleport out of dangerous situations, which is really useful since we are hardcore. This guy here at the very bottom of the Stronghold Security does allow me to imbue the Scepter, which will allow me to auto-cast RCS combat spells, which isn't a whole lot, but when it comes to things like Crumble Undead, it could provide to be a decent attacking weapon. But as I said, it is a staff. It's not a fantastic magical weapon, but it's a start. Also, it does have the built-in feature of allowing us to teleport to the top of Stronghold Security, as you can see here. Trying to get into Slayer, and Peril has said I have to kill 25 Calphites, and that is a bad thing because if you go all the way down here, I have to enter the desert through this pass right here, in which I can't because it requires the Shanty Pass, which is not a collection log item. This also does apply here. You'll also need a Shanty Pass there. But there's also this little thing, this stepping stone right here, which requires level 66 agility, allows me to go from the Lumbridge Swamp to the Caridian Desert, and I'm only 7 levels away, so it really shouldn't take that long. I believe this is how it works. I don't think I've ever used a shortcut before. I am going to be taking this portion up of the video for some unsolicited yapping, basically to describe what's going to be next for the rest of the video and what I have been building up to so far. And that is going to be Moons of Peril. And it is a great piece of mid-game content that is similar to Barrows. It can give me good melee magic and range gear, minus the cost of needing things like prayer potions and food. Because within Moons of Peril, there is an endless supply of food and prayer which you can cycle through every single kill, so where you can be there indefinitely. Throughout the entire time that I'm there is no limit on how long I can stay. So quickly running through the hard requirements that I need to complete Moons of Peril, you do need 48 Slayer, and I think that's pretty simple. I was just kind of working on it before this clip, just a minute ago. 20 Hunter, which I am currently getting through XP lamps, but when I hit level 12 Hunter, I can do the set of Arceus quests. which will give me enough hunter levels to begin actually training the skill and not rely on XP lamps all the time. 20 fishing, which is actually pretty simple. There is a way that I can get that with just using the big fishing net. Usually you get your early fishing levels through small nets if you're not questing, but the reason why I'm doing this big fishing net method is because I do need it for the quest itself and will be able to use it within the Moons of Peril, so I think it is worth spending my exception on that, as it does provide me with unlimited food within the Moons of Peril. 20 Runecraft is another requirement, which we've already obliterated through the hours of Guardians of the Rift, and there's 10 Construction, which is the last skill requirement, which sounds really easy as it's only 9 levels. It is the lowest skill requirement out of the entire quest. But that does come with a small asterisk because you are unable to train construction without owning a house, and buying a house requires 1,000 coins. Now 1,000 coins, that is extremely cheap, extremely easy to get. However, I do not have the coins exception unlocked, so I'm going to have to build up yet another 10 collection log slots to buy that exception for the coins on top of all the items that I need for the quest. I do plan on training it through Temporos because you could just repair the masks that are found within the minigame to get construction experience, and it is exactly like how in Wintertot you just repair the braziers for construction experience. It's the same exact thing. As for the items I do need for this quest, I'm going to need a knife, big fishing net, which I already talked about, rope, and a pestle and mortar. So those 4 items right there are 40 collection log slots. I am going to be working my way towards that through clue caskets and other methods, but overall this should not be too difficult of a grind to get towards Perilous Moons. The reason why I did this quest was because I wanted to do this earlier, but I knew I just couldn't defeat the Black Demon without my protection prayers, and even if this took me about like 2 minutes straight of just flicking protect from melee, so it took a lot longer than I wanted. But anyways, this quest will give me attack, agility, and a little bit of magic experience, and that is the grand tree completed. We do get level 14 magic, and some experience in attack and agility. I just got level 66 agility, which does allow me to use that little stepping stone in between Lumbridge and Al-Kharid. Not Al-Kharid, but whatever that place is called, the desert. Anyways, so I can use that now, which means I can now resume Slayer. And this is the Depths of Despair completed, and this has absolutely nothing to do with progressing the account. It's just so that I can make my Graceful a little bit more colorful. And this random event could not come at a better time. Just as I finish the quest, I do get this XP lamp to put into Hunter, and that is level 12 Hunter. I think I did mention before that 12 Hunter is a requirement for the Ascent of Arceus quest, so I am going to be doing that pretty shortly here. Again, this has no real bearing on the account whatsoever, no collection logs, but it is just pure Fashionscape. This looks tremendously better than the little ugly khaki Graceful that I used to have. We're rocking green for the rest of this series. This is the Ascent of Arceus completed. That does award me 1500 Hunter experience, which does bring me up to level 16 Hunter. And that level 16 Hunter does allow me to go to this beach right here on Perilous. And every time I do dig up a bucket of worms, I do get myself 10 Hunter experience. And it definitely is a way that I cannot spend any exceptions on any items, and that is the entire reason why I am doing it this way. And it shouldn't be too long until we get level 20 Hunter. And just like that, 10-15 minutes later, I'm already at level 20 Hunter. So that is another requirement for Perilous Moons down and completed. But to get myself level 65 attack, I also do have level 65 strength, which means I can go to the Warriors Guild, which I will be getting my Dragon Defender. I know I said previously that I probably won't, but I will, simply because of collection log slots. It's a pretty easy, I think it's like 7 or 8 collection log slots. Now usually you'll be in this room collecting your tokens with suits of armor, but however, given my restrictions, I do not have a suit of armor to use. Therefore, I will be using different rooms within this guild to collect my tokens to be able to use to get my defenders through the Cyclopses. However, right now, I'm going to be doing a bit of clue hunting for some collection log slots. I do need quite a bit still for the Perilous Moons quest. And I think for the rest of the video, I am also going to be sprinkling some clue casket openings here and there, so be on the lookout for that. Just in case you were wondering, yes, the level 66 agility shortcut does work. I don't need any shanty pass or anything like that, no diaries or anything. I could just hop through this easy. Okay, well that wasn't anything special. Easy Clue, however, does give us a green firelighter and a dig site teleport, so that's 2 collection slots for the price of 1 casket. So it looks like I found my preferred way of getting Warriors Guild tokens, and it would be this little room here, which I have never done before until this account right here in this moment. And it looks like the farther you throw, the more Warriors Guild tokens that you get. And it looks like for every 10 yards that I throw, it's going to be 13 tokens. Hey, look at that! Dragon Defender! I think this only took me about 10 or 15 KC. So it's nice to get this pretty early. And throughout all of that, I did get myself my 120th collection log, which does mean I do have my 12th exception that I could use on a particular item. And this 12th item is going to be a big fishing net. There's a few other places I could have gotten this, but I just find this on the Soul Wars Island, which is a pretty weird spawn for it to be at. but nevertheless, we have it now. Now, for whatever reason, in Varlamore, there's just this lake/pond area, whatever you want to call it, that has a fishing spot. And this fishing spot is designated for the big fishing net. Now, typically, when you're level 1 fishing like me, you can only use the small fishing nets, but for this, you can catch like broken glass, some keys, old boots, like random things. I don't know why this is a thing, but this is the only reason why I am able to train my fishing to level 15. Here is level 15 fishing, and the reason why I'm stopping at level 15 and not 20, as the quest requires, is because at level 15 I can now go to the fishing trawler. And doing the fishing trawler minigame allows me to get the angler set, which is a whole 4 more collection log slots. And at this point, we need everything that we can get. And I almost completely forgot, but this rope right here and this little house thing is going to be my 11th exception for this account. And we do have one more exception left in our back pocket since we do have the 120 collection log slots. And this rope right here is going to be used for the Perilous Moons quest. And among a few other things, I believe you can use it during Fisher Trawler as well. But overall, it's a versatile item, so yeah, 11th item, one more free exception, and now we head over to the fishing trawler for some XP and maybe some angler pieces. Well, I think actually I solved this game. I don't need the net, I don't need the rope, I just need to periodically click this bucket every time the water fills up, and my contribution will be just good enough for me to be eligible for angler pieces. And you know, I thought it'd be a little bit more difficult than this, but I guess not. That is angler piece number 1, angler hat. I'm taking some time off of fishing trawler to do this medium clue, and we get adamant plate legs G. You know, that actually should be my best in slot, plate legs, because right now we're using the Shazian plate legs, and those are pretty bad. So these should definitely be an upgrade. Yeah, so looking at my defensive stats right here, swapping between the Shazian plate legs and the adamant plate legs, you can definitely tell the adamant plate legs have a pretty sizable advantage over the Shazian plate legs. And here we have it, our angler boots, which is 4 out of the 4 for the angler outfit, which means we are done with fishing trawler, which now means we can now move on to Temperos to get our construction level up. Right, starting our first game of Temperos, it's nice because Temperos does have quite a bit of our exceptions already here. We do have these buckets, which I'm going to be filling up with water to douse the flames that do come up. We have these ropes over here, which we just had. Can't use the harpoons over here, but what we can use is now the hammers. I'm using the hammer as the 12th exception on this account. So for now, we are out of exceptions. And now while I'm at Temperos, I'm not going to actually be doing the minigame because I do need a harpoon to be able to participate, and I should not expect any rewards because most of your points do come from fishing the fish, which requires a harpoon, which I just said I don't have. So anyways, I'm just going to be standing here around the mast and hoping that it breaks so I can get my construction experience and then just leave. Oh, that didn't give me any construction experience. I got the combat task. Why is this a combat task? Anyways, I got the combat task. Well, it registered, but yeah, I still have 0 construction experience. So that does mean I'm going to have to get more collection log slots to get coins to get the house to get construction experience. Whoo-wee! Another clue casket, another collection log slot. This time it is red firelighters. Got ourselves a nice little highwayman mask for our next collection log slot. So I got my first ever Moss Giant kill. I'm doing Slayer right now, and I just got myself a Longbone, which I'm pretty sure is a 1 in 400. But, I mean, I'm not complaining. A collection slot is still a collection log slot. These Moss Giants are actually racking me. It won't let me even get the frog token, which I know is a collection log slot because I haven't gotten this event yet. Oh, wait, actually, wait, hold on. How did I get it? I didn't go through the dialogue. Okay, anyways, so frog token is our 130th collection log slot. Didn't think I'd get those final 2 here, but here we go. So of course my 13th item is going to be coins, and coins I'm going to be obtaining through these guards to pickpocket them. Every pickpocket warrants me 30 coins, so I am going to be pickpocketing them until I do get 1,000 coins, which shouldn't take too long. I know my thieving level isn't the best, but it looks like I'm doing pretty well so far, so I'll be back when I'm able to buy a house. We got ourselves 1,000 GP, and we just talked to this fine man right here, and he's able to hook us up with a house in Remington for a mere 1,000 GP. And with that, I'm able to put this XP lamp, which I got from the frog token earlier, on construction for a whopping 10 construction experience. And now it's time to get back to Temperos. And now I just resume sitting here, minding my own business, waiting for the waves to come in. Playing Temperos on the Temperos worlds does not really help me out, I just kind of realized, because if a mast is damaged, someone else would go out and repair it by themselves. For example, here this mast just got destroyed, I can just repair it all by myself, and there's no worry. If there's any other damaged mast across the map, I could just walk there myself and repair it myself. Because the goal of this is not to win the game, it's just to repair the mast. So as you can see here on the north side of the island, I just repaired this mast. And on the little compass, there is still a broken mast on the south side of the island. Now, if this was multiplayer, it already would have been fixed since there's so many people doing so many different jobs. So I could just take my time, run all the way down. I'm not doing anything important. It's not like I have fish to catch and shoot at the Temperos anyways. So there, I just fix it and just wait for the next time there's any more broken masts around the island. I just barely got it off there, but I did get level 10 construction from repairing the mast in Temperos. It only did take me about 2-3 hours. But there we have it, level 10 construction, and is yet another requirement crossed off for Perilous moons. I just been assigned 15 rats by Peril here, and I think I'm going to try and kill Scurious. Now, I don't think I'm going to die or anything, but famous last words, but I don't know. I'm going to try. I'm going to see how it goes. Alright, here are the stats that I'm going to be using to fight Scurious. This is the food. This is the Skull Scepter. If anything were to happen, I can just left-click this and get out of there a-okay. Now, I thought it was just Scurious that gave you the XP, but no, these little rats also do give you XP, which does kind of put a big hole in my plan. Also, this kill is in its like 3rd or 4th minute, so this is also going a lot slower than I thought it was going to be. Okay, there he goes, always constantly eating. So I really can't out DP, well I can out DPS it, it's just going to take a really long time to kill this boss. Much longer than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I have taken so long on the kill that, as you can see in the chat box below, that I've already finished my task by killing the smaller rats. And this guy is barely even below half HP. So this is probably not the way to get Slayer XP. I'm not even joking when I say this. This took about 8, 9, maybe even 10 minutes for the whole kill. Please give me something good. Just give me the spine. Doesn't look like a spine to me. That is coins. At least I can use it, I guess. So what we learned today, is that Scurious is off the table. I am going to be Slayer point boosting. This is going to be my 10th task of 121 Hellhounds in Tyverley Dungeon. Very easy, actually pretty good because of the hard clue drop. But I am going to be trying to get the bigger and badder unlock as soon as possible for the Imbued Heart. Something that I just realized I could just do for a free 8 collection log slots is the Brimhaven Agility Arena. And all I need is the 200 gold pieces to enter, and I can stay here for however long I want. Now I just need 250 vouchers to get the full blue graceful recolor, and that alone is 6 collection log slots right there. And then just by tapping this thing right here for the first time, I do get 2 collection log slots. 250 vouchers later, I'm just going to talk to Pirate Jacket the Fruit here and get a full 6 free collection logs there. Out with the green, in with the blue, and I think the blue looks a little bit better. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. And we still have 250 tickets. These tickets are redeemed for Agility XP, so if I just spam all of that right here, I get myself 68 Agility, and I think I started this grind with 61 or 62 Agility, I could be wrong, but I did definitely get quite a few Agility levels. And with that, I did hit 140 collection log slots, and I have almost completed the Agility Arena collection log, but I still need the Pirate's Hook, and I think that's like 700 tickets, and I'm good. I'm not going to go for that. I did finally work myself up to get 150 reward points, so now I can buy bigger and badder. If I can find it here, so where is it? Okay, here, bigger and badder for 150 points, confirm. So now I am eligible to get superior monster drops. So a lot of experience, but most importantly, the Imbued Heart, the Eternal Gem, and I think also the Dust and Mist Battle Staffs as well. Just got myself a Giant's Key, so that means I can fight Obor, which I'm actually going to go try out now. The only thing that Obor has on his drop table that is worth a collection log is the Giant's Club, which I think is a 1 in 50 or something like that. So it's probably not even worth to try and go for Obor. But you know, I could get lucky, maybe or maybe not. Oh my god, yeah, nah, He just hit like a back-to-back 20 and then a 16. Do I just suck at this game? But when killing hill giants, I did get myself 3 beginner clue caskets. First one, big pile of nothing. Second one, ooh, and nothing. Not a Giant's Key, but it is a Mossy Key and a collection log slot. The Gravedigger event just gave me 2 collection log slots for now a total of 145. And looking at the random events tab, I have 18 out of 23, and I'm pretty much almost done. I just need 3 beekeeper outfits, stale baguette, and the lederhosen bottoms. I am making the executive decision. I've seen the writing on the wall, and I've tried to stave this off as long as I could, but I feel like I'm going to make the exception of quest items when it comes to what I can and can't use. And that is why I have the 4 pieces of meat in my inventory for a druidic ritual. I just feel like a quest like this is way too important to pass up on, and I'm not going to spend 4 collection log slots on just a singular quest, even though it is an important quest to have done. But to reiterate and make myself clear, when it comes to quest items that are specifically used for a quest, like the blue meat that you use for druidic ritual, is going to be off limits when it comes to stuff I have to spend my exceptions on, just so that I don't bottleneck this account when it comes to questing and other pieces of content. But it still does mean, like when it comes to Perilous moons, I still have to spend the exception on the rope, the knife, the pestle mortar, and other things like that. But as I said, like the stuff right here that I'm making, the blue rat meat, the blue bear meat, and all that, that is off the table, not an exception required. As we are gearing up for Perilous moons, I do want to point out one thing that is very important about the Moons of Peril is your cooking and herb lore level, which is why I'm going to be completing Gertrude's Cat right here for the quick cooking experience. Here is Gertrude's Cat completed along with 12 cooking. And with how it works in Moons of Peril is that the higher your cooking level, the more healing that the fish do for you. And with the herb lore, same thing, the higher that your herb lore is, the better the potion that you get is, so prayer restoration is better, and the stat boost that I give you is also much better. In order to make the Moonlight Potion in Moons of Peril, you need 38 herb lore, which is why I'm doing some quests to improve my herb lore, which first and foremost is going to be Jungle Potion, which is completed here, and I'm going to get level 9 herb lore. And with the completion of Jungle Potion, I have unlocked a training method. Training method is doing a lot of work here. It's not really training. But what I do here is I pick up all the herbs, I hop worlds, pick up 3 more herbs in this little scorched earth area. And then once my inventory is full, I just go to my inventory and then just clean all the herbs like this. And I get about 3.5 experience per time that I clean one of these. And I'm going to have to do that all the way to 38 herb lore. Just got myself the old beekeeper's hat, which means that is 2 more, I believe, beekeeper's items left. So I just disconnected, and I'm in the middle of a fight trying to get some obsidian items. My teleport's not working, and I just got kicked out. Okay, so when I log back in, I'm probably dead, and I just want to say, no matter what happens, I've had my fun on this account, so I really don't hope it ended. That would be actually kind of infuriating, but it's a hardcore, and you just kind of run these risks with a hardcore. And I feel like with hardcores, it's just kind of inevitable that you're gonna die to a disconnect. So, I mean, my time had to come. I just a little more earlier than I would have liked. Alright, I think this is the moment of truth, to see if I have died or not. Oh my god. Oh my god. 29 HP and I'm still alive. But yeah, I think that means I gotta get off. That's my cue. I gotta go. Just finished off our final skill requirement for Perilous Moons. That'll be 48 Slayer, which does mean it is time to make the final preparations and then head on over. Another task, another brimstone key, and we get... Oh, wow, that's actually a lot of coins. Well, I guess that saves me a few hours of pickpocketing. This is Twilight's Promise completed, which does mean we can now get started on the Moons of Peril. But before we get into that, I am going to do Barbarian Assault. The reason why I'm doing Barbarian Assault is because of the gear upgrades. I don't think Shazian Armor and Black Armor is really going to get the job done for Moons of Peril. Now, before I get started on Barbarian Assault, I need gear upgrades for Barbarian Assault before I get gear upgrades before Moons of Peril. I don't know, it's weird. That basically it's a team game, Barbarian Assault is, and I just don't want to mess up and then mess with the whole team. Anyways, so these guys have like a 1 in 400, 450, whatever it is, to drop the Sulfur Blades, and it's, I think, roughly on par with the Dragon Scimitar, but it's a two-handed weapon. At least that's how I interpret it. so it'll be a huge upgrade. Also with the sulfur blades, I can train attack, strength, and defense separately. It's not all in one batch like it is here with the Dragon Spear. So training with the sulfur blades is going to be a lot more quicker than with the Dragon Spear. The sulfur blades are also going to be my best in slot for the Moons of Peril when it comes to the slash bonus, since for Moons of Peril you do need a slash, crush, and stab weapon. The Dragon Spear is going to be my crush and stab weapon, while the sulfur blades are going to be my slash weapon. There they are, the sulfur blades. According to RuneLite, this did take about 147 KC, sometimes it's inaccurate, but it says 147 KC, so definitely below drop rate, which is really nice. Alright, gonna pick these guys up right now and check out the stats. So with the Dragon Spear, I do have a plus 55 slash compared to the plus 72 of the Sulfur Blades, so it's definitely a lot more accurate. I am also able to use my attack, strength, and defense styles separately, so I am able to train those skills at a much more efficient XP rate. And so here I am back at Sand Crabs, and I can already say this is much more efficient, much more faster, because right now I am getting 47k XP per hour. Before with the Dragon Spear, I was getting about 21, 22k per hour, which does mean that it's twice as fast to train any of my attack, strength, or defensive skills. Easy Clue Casket number 35, and we get Goblin Mask and a Black Plate Body H4. Which one do I have? Is it H5 that I have right now? Anyways, yeah, so that's 2 collection log slots and the price of 1 casket, which is really nice. Oh, we got ourselves a Ceridome on page 3. I need to check how much clue items I have in terms of pages, but I don't really think I'm that close to finishing a single set of pages. With that Ceridome on page 3, we did get ourselves our 150th collection logs. Oh, nice! Okay, we got ourselves an Obsidian Cape. I've been camping out these guys for a while now, and the Obsidian Cape is a much better upgrade, of course, than the Graceful Cape. But that is, I think it's a +9 in all defensive stats, which is really, really nice. There are a few other things that I want from these guys, but I think the Obsidian Cape was my #1 priority. Got ourselves 3 caskets here, so I'm going to be opening them back to back to back. And for casket number 1, we get Black Axe, Black Pickaxe, Body Runes, nothing good. Number 2, Mostly Harmless Teleporter, that's a collection log, which is really nice. Anything for number 3? Oh. And with that, we now have 152 collections logged. Now it is time for Barbarian Assault. Looks like I'm going to be going Collector because everyone, for whatever reason, needs a Collector. Mostly for this game, I'm confident in my own skills. It's just the other people that you have to worry about. Especially people leaving late is really, really annoying. Wow, okay, so I just got done with my first game. We killed the Queen, but it took us 40 minutes and 33 seconds. Where's that one guy that I talked to for... So this guy right here sells you a bunch of upgrades and collection log items, and I'm going to buy the Granite Body right now for the coins and the Queen kill, and that is the Granite Body obtained. We also do get a absolutely massive defensive bonus increase. I mean, anything's better than a black body. And I'm not gonna lie, I did die 1 or 2 times at wave 10, so this will definitely improve my survivability. I feel like we have gotten a much better hang of it with a few more KC under our belt now, but now it is time to buy the runner hat. And if we look at the runner hat, it does cost 275 points in each roll. And if we look at the stats here, we do see a pretty good defensive bonus increase. There is a system update that's going to be coming pretty here shortly, so I'm going to be doing the fighter torso here pretty soon. And then after that, I am going to get the gloves and boots. A little while later, and we have finished our grind with pest control. Just got to talk to this guy and scroll down to the Penis torso and buy that. And now we are a proud owner of the fighter torso. Looking at the plate bodies we have currently, the fighter torso is not as good as the granite plate body when it comes to defensive bonuses, but we are much better off compared to the black plate body. Also, people do primarily use the fighter torso because of the +4 melee bonus that it does give off. And now with the sulfur blades, we do see our character and what it looks like, ideally for Moons of Peril. And I think we do look much better than what we did a few days ago. I'm also going to be buying the Penis boots and the Penis gloves. The Penis gloves I'm not going to be using since the Shazian gloves do offer a strength bonus, but they are a collection log. But the runner boots, however, I am going to be using over the Shazian boots because they do offer a pretty decent defensive bonus upgrade. Are we going to get anything from these 2 caskets? Nothing. And black skirt tee. Now I forget, is that a wizard's bottom or a monk bottom? I think it's actually a wizard bottom. Anyways, we have now 158 collections log. We just need 2 more to get our final exception for Moons of Peril. Got ourselves 2 medium caskets. I know, it's not easy this time. It's quite a change up. Anyways, so for the first casket, we do have ourselves absolutely nothing. Casket number 2, what do you have? Cufflinks page 3, collection log, but nothing useful. Easy casket number 46, and we get Blue Firelighter. I mean, okay, it's a collection log. We do have 160 collection logs. And right now, I think what I'm going to be doing is spending the 2 exceptions because of 150 and now 160. 150 is going to be the knife, and now 160 is going to be the pestle and mortar. Both are required for the Moons of Peril. And so now I'll get those and now head over to the Moons of Peril. We are here at Moons of Peril. I'm just going to cook these fish. And I haven't made myself any of the potions yet. It does require 38 herb lore, which I really don't want to get right now. So I'm just going to run in and see how it is without the moonlight potions. But first up is going to be the Eclipse Moon, and I should be fine with this one. It's just a Blood Moon that I'm really worried about. So quick update, 1 minute in trying to kill him. This is not going well. And I always hype myself up. I always think I can do these things, but I guess I can't. And I'm doing a max hit of 5 on this phase. There's no way, man. So it really looks like I need to get myself 38 herb lore if I want to make this worthwhile. Because I don't think I can really do this without it. But maybe I can actually do it without it, but it's not going to be a fun time without the Moonlight Potions. Yep, I had to leave early. All my food's gone, and he had about 100 or so HP left. So clearly, I need better prayer management and Moonlight Potions. This was probably the worst thing I've ever done on this game. Spending I think it was like 10 hours here just to get 38 herb lore. Anyways, there's 38 herb lore. I can make prayer potions and Moonlight Potions. So hopefully it's worth it in the end, which it should be worth it because it also acts as a prayer restore and a attack and strength buff. Walking through what I do, I'm going to drink this potion right here, activate my prayers, and then head on in. And when I head on in on this specific phase right here, the one with the giant ball, the Eclipse Moon is still going to lose HP even though I'm not directly attacking it, and I think relying on these kind of mechanics instead of actually relying on my own DPS is going to be more beneficial to me, given my stats and gear. And I did bring in a lot of Moonlight Potions because it allows me to not focus on my prayers so much, and instead I can focus on keeping my health high and not die. And on this phase, my DPS has literally doubled because now instead of hitting 5s, I now hit 10s. And this is going to be the end of the Eclipse Moon at the end of this phase. It was a much better run than last time. I'm actually able to kill the boss now. It was still kind of scuffed, but still much better. And now up next is the Blue Moon. It's going to be the exact same thing. I'm still going to be using all my prayers and everything like that. I believe Blue Moon is the easiest of the 3. I could be wrong, but the Eclipse and Blue Moon are pretty easy compared to the Blood Moon. But it looks like every time I go through one of these moons, I am going to have to replenish my Moonlight Potions and my fish. There's definitely no way that I'm able to kill all 3 with one inventory. But if there's one thing that I've learned through killing this Blood Moon so far and the Eclipse Moon, it's that I definitely need to get my cooking and herb lore level up, as if I do get those 2 levels up, the better the stat buffs from the Moonlight Potion and the healing from the fish are. I should be able to finish the kill off right here. Oh, well, especially with a hit like that. So that means we do have the Blood Moon left, which is definitely going to be the worst one out of the 3 by far. Looking at the Blood Moon's attacks, I don't know if I want to go into the Jaguar phase or the Blood Rain phase. I don't know which one would be better for me. I think either way it's going to be a really rough time. Because if you don't know, for the Blood Moon, it does take the health that it damages you by, and I think it multiplies it by 3 or 4 or something crazy like that. And considering how low my defensive stats are, they can be really annoying really quickly. So it's not a matter of if I can do 500 or so damage to the boss and kill it. The problem is that how much damage can I take before he starts healing off these crazy numbers. So far, so good right now. And this is going to be the Blood Rain phase, which I don't really have to do anything besides move a few tiles every now and then. But standing by this square right here, well, this circle right here, I should be in a fine spot, because this is where their face is going to resume right here. He just healed a 34, there's no way. And another 35? Okay, see, that's exactly what I'm worried about. The Blood Moon does have 107 HP, and I have half food, but the prayer isn't looking too great, so hopefully I can head off a good few hits. He's already healing good. 74, hold on. 88, 121, oh no. 126, 108. 100, 107, 106. 107, 106. I'm not getting anywhere here. He's healing the same amount of damage I'm dealing to him. 73. Okay, so we started the Jaguar phase with 73. So I think we're in a okay. Well, actually, never mind. I just actually screwed everything up. Okay, hold on. I just started with a big hit. 58. 35. Please, dude. This will be the first try. 58, 61, 66, 47. 44. 35, 38, 67. Please don't. 44. 61, 60, 43. I ran out of prayer. He's at 42 HP and I'm out of prayer. Which isn't the end of the world, but it's gonna be significantly less DPS. I just really need to hit roll right here. And I don't. I hit it 8, dude. Come on. 13, 20, 52, 40, 32. Come on, man. 47, 69. I'm definitely risking it here because I'm pretty sure he could kill me right here. It's at 49 HP. 35. 19. 23. Yeah, no, I have to leave. Yeah, it looks like second time is not the charm because I'm gonna have to leave. I got him down, I think it was like 60s, I believe. So not as good as the first one, but I mean, I'm close. That's all I can say is I'm close. 67, 53, 68, 111, 100. How do you heal up to 116, 131? Oh my god, this boss. I know he was bad, but I think he was this bad. He's at 32. I think I have this. He's at 11, please. 9, 8. Oh my god, I actually did it. Oh my god. That took like 10 kills. There's no way I could do that again. I'm gonna have to train my herb lore and my cooking a lot if I want to try and do that consistently. And there we go, we have completed the Perilous Moons quest. A lot of Slayer experience, which should bring us to level 52, which is really nice. That's a free 4 levels. Thankfully, the bosses don't get harder after the quest, but we still need lots of improvement before we can consistently kill them. After all that blood, sweat, and tears, now, what does that give us? Well, we're about to find out together. I'm just hoping for anything of the Eclipse set, not the Eclipse set, the Blood Moon set, and I'll be very happy. And we had absolutely nothing besides a few, well, actually one combat task. Didn't even get the Latals, and that's like a pretty common drop. So, all that for no collection logs. I love this game. Hey team, it's been a while. Like, really, really long while. The clip you just saw was recorded in July, I believe, the 21st of July, and right now it's November the 17th, which means it's been a real long while since I played this game. I do plan on playing leagues, and I might make content out of that, and I find that very exciting. And by the way, if you made it this far, thank you. This is 45-46 minutes long, and I would very much appreciate it if you did subscribe. It means a lot, it really does. As for my uploading habits, I just get busy. You know how things are. I would love to do this thing full time. I really, really would love to do that, but I don't have that kind of luxury, so I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I'm sure if you made it this far, you did enjoy it, so I'll see you guys hopefully again soon. Especially for leagues, don't miss that.